one of my non-negotiables is to read a business book or a self-development book every day. And the problem is the books I read are really good, but I can't do everything they tell me to do. But I believe in the power of starting. And this is one thing that hung me up for years, is just starting. I was waiting for the perfect conditions. And so you look at the perfectionist side of me, and when I say the perfectionist side, it's like I'm not trying to deliver a perfect interview on your show today because I'm human. It's not going to happen. Okay, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to use the wrong word. But I would be perfectionist on stuff that didn't matter. Like, what words should I use on my about page or my home page? Or is this the properly formatted letter for my email newsletter? Okay, so what I've done now, I love AI as a productivity tool. I have so much content. I officially hung my shingle out in 2011. So I've got blog posts from 2011. I've got podcast episodes back to 2017. So now what I do is I go back to one of these old episodes or one of these old blog posts. I take it, I put it in the AI, and they say, hey, rewrite this, update it, modernize it. And this is something Michelle's eventually going to do for me. And then it'll give me something. I'm just like, okay, it looks good. It's got my spirit. Go with it. Because the person reading it is not going to go, oh, why'd they phrase the sentence this way? So I have let that go a little bit. And that's why I really embrace AI. But sometimes I get frustrated. Like, for example, in our podcast description, in every podcast episode, it's got, hey, get my email newsletter. And I'm like, let me revisit. Is it going to make people click that link? And I realized that probably 95% of people never look at the show notes. So I was obsessing over the show notes when I know, as a content creator, as a podcaster, that it's the title, it's the subject line. That's what's going to get them to open or click that message or watch that video. They're not going to read the other stuff. You want to put the other stuff in there for the algorithm, that's fine. But I would be obsessing about the footer and about how it's worded. I was trying to find the perfect thing. There is no perfect thing. That's why I post on social media every day, all throughout the day. Because some posts are going to do well, some posts are going to be crickets. There is no such thing as a perfect post. So it may be hard for the listener to understand. How can he be a perfectionist, but then he wants to experiment? I know I'm conflicting with myself. But I want to deliver the best. And in order to deliver the best, I got to keep learning new things, which when I'm learning something, I'm not going to be good at it. I think the people who listen to my stuff or are clients of mine, they benefit because I have this inner conflict going.